Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, ayo, ayo. Oh, ayo, yo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. When they were coming, they said they were liberators. When they were coming, they said they were liberators.
Oh, yes, indeed. Another beautiful day in Monrovia, Liberia. What a great way. We'd like to welcome all of you to yet another exciting opportunity to engage on the issues that matter to Liberia's growth and development. And of course, today is Monday, at the 8th of September. 8 days. We are counting 8 days in the new month. Civil servants, have you received your salaries? Have you paid your kids' school fees? Today is 1 week since the government of Liberia announced the reopening of schools in Liberia. And the question remains, have you received your August salary? And of course, have you registered your kids to remain consistent with the government's pronouncement? Good morning, Liberia. Good morning. Just wherever you are this morning on our voice, a pleasant way we'd like to welcome all of you to yet another intriguing conversation on the nation's premier breakfast platform. This is the Freedom Morning Rise on Freedom 87.9, where we discuss the issues without fear nor favor. And yes, indeed, welcome back. Another brand new week. And we are indeed excited to be here. Good morning to our friends and our followers. Those of you in the diaspora, it's good to have you join us. Too many things to talk about, lots of things going on in the country. It is getting very clear, crystal clear to everybody, that this rescue mission actually came to steal from the Liberian people. And of course, as revealed yesterday, the Ministry of Finance of the Republic of Liberia has turned to a criminal cartel. Do you know what that is? Well, budgetary laws or public financial laws, procurement laws are being flouted, violated, circumvented, bypassed under the watch of Mr. Augustine P. Gafuan.
When they were coming, they said they were liberators. When they were coming, they said they were liberators.
If you did not listen to one of the former director, just recently resigned director from the Ministry of Finance, a man who have spent over 12 years at the ministry there, and all those years he has been there, he has never crossed his mind to resign. But this time around, he said no. With the spoils that's going on here, I can't hang on. I got to leave. The small Lake Kinikini thing that left in my integrity and with my character, I got to save that one and go in the private sector and also on that lay one. Because when I stay here, they rescue him to destroy. Say Meko, a popular name, familiar name to many, has resigned and has been speaking out on why he resigned, and has revealed some very disturbing, disheartening revelations from the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning. So wherever you are this morning, just take your hand, you pull it on your head for Liberia. Take your two hands, you pull it on your head. Even that for 1 second, put your hand on your head. The country finished. The whole thing chakra. Put your hand on your head. Hey, Kafon. Hey, Boaka. Liberian people trust you. They believe that your 42 years experience will have helped. Look at what is happening around you. You remember when Boaka was in Japan, I told you all that when Boaka come to Liberia, he will hurry to go out of the country using some kind of international travel to go seek medication. He has jumped running, going for UN General Assembly. They don't put beep. So General Assembly, then we'll do town hall, then we'll do all that thing at buying time. The people will be laying in one hospital. Y'all got to come clear and tell the country. Our job is to tell you the fact because we trust our sources and we trust the impeccable nature of our facts. And that's what we'll tell you. So it is not subject to their acceptance or not. They will not accept because the thing the people hiding, then you manage, you see, you talk, you think the people can say, oh yeah, that's true. But at the end of the day, with time, you see them reveal themselves. So that trip is a big trip, medical trip, town hall trip, UN General Assembly trip. It's a bilateral voting trip, all kind of things. But he has left again, my people. Yeah, may not leave again. The question is, what is he even going to do? What is he going to bring? It becomes the question. The next moment we hear he's going, he has come. He comes, asking to the airport, deepening relationship. At the other time we oh Lord, this country is in serious mess. Serious mess. But look, folks, we ought to sustain the engagements. And that's why we will go back again to the recently held cabinet meeting the president hosted. And some comments that were made. The president has appointed Sam Steve Kwa. And this man used to be with him at his vice president office. I think he served there as COS as well. Yeah, so and we knew that this was coming. We preempted and predicted that Sam Steve Kwa was actually in the running for it. We're also sure about Mamaka ability. She was also being discussed. But all the other names that you're hearing are also Baple, the dependable nephew, the money nephew. Did you think are new? Did you think are new? But look, we'll talk about those ones, expand on those ones, plus other issues making news in Liberia this morning. Trust me, this morning it's firework. Baka look at the whole country and cost everybody. After people feeling sorry for him, his life. Oh, sorry because he say, oh, Baka go tell no, oh man, hey man, the papa, oh, you go. That happen of voting for them. You so sympathy for you get. You got nothing to show. You look at people, you call and say they're not trained. So now you feeling me ought to know that getting to you now. That now we come and serve you breakfast, real breakfast. Oh, you still in the country money, you misusing it and just disrespecting everything around the place. Then we can be clapping for you and giving you milk and honey. Because we came from God brought all the oil to come worship you. Who are you? A notorious beggar. A state parasite. You live on the state your entire life. You can look at serious people who can show something. You can course, everybody sorry for you. Maybe some gonna
Aye,
Bagbati president. You're not even good presidency because everywhere he pass, no respectability. You can't even attract anything. Far kappa, you ain't bring to the country. It says that the world doesn't respect you. The world is not giving Labour money anymore because you are there. You go way to how you call that other country. Eh? Stay that kind of country you go there, stay. They share money to everybody. See Labour, yeah. That your face, your image, your personality is embarrassing Labour. So whole day you'll be deepening relationship, deepening relationship. Well, hey, God, good morning, man. Welcome.
Good morning, Abu. Good morning to you. It's good. We are back here after a restful, should I say, a restful weekend. It's good that we are here today to continue with the Liberian people's job. It is because of them that we always defile our beds in the morning, making our way here, whether on a downpour, whether on a cool weather or whatever the weather condition may be. It is always because of them that we are here. And like you said, too many things to talk about. Our president is on his way to the US again. What we expect, maybe this time he could improve on his good English or something. But that is where we are. The president have traveled to many places, and all we can see, all we can hear about is gentleman agreement. The president is making sure MOUs and everything. But yeah, so basically, we'll be looking at other critical national issues. The Ministry of Finance and Development Planning will be under the spotlight this morning, and of course, the president's statement over the weekend will also be under the spotlight. And it's good that we are here today. It's Monday. So yes, our cash giveaway program is up and running, and of course, yes, the back to school bonanza is on. I'm told the draw is going to be done now on uh, the the 30th of this month. That is to say, the last day in the month of September. The draw is going to be done. So all you have to do, continue to play our cash giveaway programs here, right here this morning. It is $100 Liberian. I don't know whether that's the code, Abu.
Yeah,
100 Liberian
$100.
dollars, $100 Liberian, and then the code is *255*1#, *255*1#, and just for $100 Liberian, you stand a chance to receive up to 10, 15,000 here this morning. So it is up to you. Let's see how you play well. Between now to 8:15, we can do a draw. The time check is 7 minutes up to 8 o'clock. But it is up to you. The more you play, the better your chances are. We could help you upgrade. We could help you pay your child or children's school fees just by trusting us using at least $1,000 or even 500. Some are using 200, 300, 400, 500. But you can just choose to sacrifice like $1,000, which will allow you 10 plays. And then, yes, by doing that, the more you play, the better your chances are. So imagine you play 10 times this morning. The 10 times you're going to play this morning increases your chance of winning between 5,000 to 15,000 just this morning. So imagine you play 5,000, you play 10, let's say you play $1,000 and then you win 5,000, for example. That is 4,000 profit. You could choose to reserve 1,000 from that or two, and then play the next day and also win. So the more you play, the better your chances are. You will be winning on our daily draws, and then be increasing your opportunity to be a part of the back to school bonanza. You could be increasing your chance of
Okay,
winning
so so
something on
so
the back to
here
school
is the
bonanza.
$50,
Okay,
right?
so it's $50.
Yeah, the
Okay.
promotion is there, so we want to make sure we remain with that. So here is this one here. Say the okay. Please be informed that going forward, all other promotions previously assigned to Freedom FM have been suspended due to okay. So we have the Wisi Wasa going forward for the time being until the promotion is done. So kindly continue. I think this is special, especially because of you all. You see, every day we come here, they think here that competition. So when you're not perform well, the other extra promotions the people can provide and and things, they will take it back and then they will remain. So we don't have to be the regular people. You have to dream big. You have to push higher. You got to go for bigger things, right? So the moment you see you're in a system where they got options available, but they say you only fit for the least, that means there's a problem with you. You need to buckle up. Always aim higher. As far as we know, we've always been at the top there. So to be saying that, oh, because of X, Y, Z, and blah blah blah. So, at this point, that means you, our fans, you people are now, leveling up to to the standard. Absolutely not. So we all go, we bank what the people do, we talk to them, people say, okay, we agree. We give you the other one. Only you can do the other one. You can pay up to 50,000. You can pay up to 10,000 for just $100. Up to 25,000 for just $100. Just imagine, right? For all those things, just to take advantage, you all did not. So if you reach a point and you can, so we just get out, we're going to do our regular talking. So when you all are complaining that, oh, no school fee, no this. So it is not all of the time people just water your door and be giving you money. They're trying to get money almost like passing out because the country have for everybody. The rich people start crying their businesses, then failing. So yeah, the way you to see people being extremely generous and things, and reaching out and things, no. So this time you put 5 cents, you get 20 cents. You put 10 cents, you get 50 cents. You put 50 cents, you get $1. And it's a give and take. This is where we've come. This is where we are. So we have to adjust in ways that we're able to level up. Right? It's quite simple. So now, until we can all collectively demonstrate that yes, we mean business, then before the other services and promotions will be restored. So we're going to keep flowing at the bare minimum, right, of 50 Liberian dollars, right? Yes, 50 Liberian dollars. Even the 50 Liberian dollars, when we set the threshold that we want to make 6 draws, it gets even difficult and challenging, right? And it is not on us. It's basically to direct the system and say, yeah, the people this morning they can make, we can get 6 draw. So let's challenge and see, which I'm very doubtful in my head. Let's challenge and see whether we can make 8 to 10 draws and see what kind of conversation we will have with Win Liberia folks. But now you don't get nothing to carry, on a discussion table. So it's a challenge. Star 255 star 1#. Star 255 star 1#. The widest coverage, the bigger followership, the bigger listenership. Right? Each of you stand a chance. So every morning, if we can get like 10, 15% winning, and 7,000, 4,000, 5,000, because we're between 4 to 10,000 right now. Every morning, if we can give that one out to our listeners, it's good. In a week time, we'll give out like what 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 50,000, 50 winners. So every week 50% winning 10,000 on the show, right? Or 7,000 on the show in a month time. You know the number of people, 4 go 3 months. So gradually you'll be helping your audience, you'll be helping your fans. Gradually you're climbing up. And some people be investing their own into small business and cold water business. Some people send for coal in the interior. They can, for example, if you win 10,000 tours, that's 20,000. You send 20,000 in the booth to get you coal. You bring it to town. They selling the coal for how much? $800, right? You turn that thing around, you can get maybe times 2, right? You go again. You finish living out of bracket now. You finish living that bracket, a whole different zone. You gotta learn. Not any money you win, you go, you take it, you eat it. Not any money you win, you go, you take it. It doesn't work like that. This is almost like an empowerment. So it's star 255 star 1#. Star 255 star 1# for the bottom phone. Star 255 star 1# for those using the smartphones, right? So let's do it this morning. It's the time is sharp 8 o'clock, right? The time is sharp 8 o'clock, and at 9 o'clock we'll have the time uh, uh the time is sharp 8 o'clock, And of course, so yeah, this is it. Grab your phone. Make sure you have at least 100. You have at least $50 on your phone. So if you have $100 at two play there, you have 300, right? You have 200 at four, 300 at six play. So with 300, you enter the draw for 6 times, right? With 1,000 power, and maybe the draw will do that. You will come and call. Then you collect your 7,000. You get 6,000 profit, right? So let's try it. Hey, God, that is that. And
So it's up to them now. So the more you play, the better your chances are. Like we said, it is now up to you. We can see if you play. We can do double draws here this morning.
that's correct. So I'm told again this morning while the president was en route to the airport, they had to, as early as 6 and a.m. They had to block the roads, and people were just stranded out there sitting, and some people missing their flight. But this is it. Is I think when it reaches a point now, it become something that everybody used to. So as much as people are not
way of
pleased,
life
but
now.
that's it. But the president has insisted on showing that he stopped the movement of people for 40, 45 to 1 hour every time he's making a move anywhere. So let's break a crime stop, and when we come back, then we have our conversations. We'll go deep.
It's about music. There are crimes in many places. In every community, you can see. So if you see crime, don't report it. Don't take law in your hands. Call the authority. Tell it can't take care of it. Crime stopper here for us. Bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor. If you see a human target, I mean you check. Do it for your safety. If you see a don't keep it. I'm a part of report it. Crime stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crime for all of us. Crime stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime stopper, Liberia. From the center to interior, keeping us safe, let's stop it for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is here for you. Remember, you see it, you report it. This is a message from your own self, Omen Sam Sion.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stop it for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia. From the center to interior, crime stopper, keeping us safe, let's stop in crime for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia, folks. Welcome back. So this morning we want to do a very short exercise right here with you, particularly those in the markets, the old people, and this is why we decided not to announce it, because we want to get the direct feedback and from you all, wherever you are, whether you're in Grand Cape Mount, you're in Lofa, you're in Nimba, you're in Bon, Grand Basso. Be real, because if you don't say the truth, you're doing it to yourself. The essence of the radio is to allow policymakers the opportunity to know what is actually happening in your life. You see, Gafon is going to go sit down to ERBC this morning. You mesmerize everything. You window dress everything. But the goal is whatever beautiful things he's going to be saying there, right? In order to know they trickle down on your life is for us to ask you the hard question and allow you to speak. We could have our opinions, right? There were a lot of samples happening around just over the weekend. We have some reporters in Raleigh, and of course, so you don't have to be the consumer. Sometimes you're the merchant, you're the one selling. You call, you have your own experience and all that. So they resting. The president said $14 wholesale, and a lot of his supporters have interpreted it to mean when you go to any store, any Jalo store, they're supposed to sell the rest to you for $14. So if you look at the rate, I think the rate has been dropping recently, right?
It's around 185.
Okay.
185, 190.
So if you do 185, or let's say 190, if you do 190 by $14, how much is that in LD? The layman expect that he's supposed to be buying rest for that right now. So
a bag of rice should be around 2,660.
okay. So that's what the president said. So we like to know whether the business people are complying, and if they're not, why are they not complying? You who going out there to buy your rice, probably some of you bought rice yesterday or over the weekend somewhere, or there's a Jalo right near you, and you try to ascertain to understand how much is the rice bag now, right? The 25 kg. So let's know. Let's take 15 to 20 calls. They want to more interest. This one is about you. Then finish. We'll come with. We look at the other issues. How are you buying the rice now? Since the president announced that, of course, rice price should come down $14. I don't know when Liberia started producing rice to be detecting the price of rice, and like that. They are the big people now, so they know, they understand what kind of economic theory that is, right? As we continue to hear different and many actors within the sector come and generate different reasons on why things are happening the way they are happening. But the thing we want to, we just won't get the rest on our table, we have to cook it, we eat. So even the kobo that you buying, because if the red press come down like that, the kobo press will come down. The old man took the kobo press, they carry to 300. So are you still buying the kobo 300 or maybe around 100 or 150? My man, oh yeah, yeah, kobo. So won't know what are the woman and how kobo press down or how kobo press stay down. Then that means something now. Yeah.
Another question will be asked now. Why is the prices of local, like the Lapa people they're reducing their prices?
Because they were there to buy it.
Yeah, you're right.
How they will sell. So let's hear from you. It's your chance. You have the time. 0776 104 104 086 500 104 plus 231 86 500 104. But basically for the locals though, how much are you paying for a bag of rice or a cup of rice? Just whatever. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Africa.
Good morning.
Yes, Oka come from Orange Grove.
Okay, the president has announced the reduction of rice price. How much are you paying?
Yeah, no, you should have bought reference for the in-store is red 1,100.
Come again?
You should have bought reference for the thing. So, in-store is red 1,100,
3,100. Okay.
Right?
It seems
Hello,
okay.
good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning.
I'm calling from Bomai.
From Bon Mines.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Let's hear you.
yeah, 25 kg of red yesterday is 3,100.
3,100.
Yeah.
Okay. Somebody else. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, sir. You're live on Freedom FM.
Yeah, you might have bigger money.
Okay.
Man, we check it and go what you want me on go maybe I will put everything if I will bring a pen. Why I can't bring a pen? I put it in India for that thing. So that we say on some you say by people.
Oh. Okay. Let's see. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Because the intent of the policy is to change things. Hello, good morning. Let's hear you, Abraham.
Yeah. The person of job representative, the representative, in a they put the chicken, all the stuff.
No, we ain't talking about that one. The one the president told about.
Yeah, the one the
the
president
rest.
mentioned of.
So the reference, what the president dropped, you buying it now at that rate? The people complying with the president mandate?
There are some places we go by the rest, some places a bit starting, some places 3,000. We get a reference to 3,200.
Because at the rate of 90, the rest supposed to be $2,660 now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, good morning. Good, okay, that call is not ready yet. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. Let's hear you.
Yeah, this is Moses for junior calling from Scenario Community.
Mm-hmm.
The issue about the pronouncement that government made that there should be reduced to $14. It's a serious problem because this morning I just want to go purchase one bag of rice. People are saying that the rest is $3,000, but president made pronouncement and said that the rest should be reduced to $14. So, and now we should have been paying, $2,500. The board that they are saying that the board are good, they still have 74 cents. So they cannot drop it. That pronouncement there, they are high.
Okay, so on that side, the pronouncement I'm holding. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Abu.
Good morning. It's important to tell where you're calling from. So probably the government will listening and then they can follow.
My name is Otis Batman. I do join from
Dupont Road.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So to the issue, dropping the price of rice, and now negotiation with the importer of rice, or even not setting any precedent or any system, they're not going to implement. Implementation come about the system you put in place. You don't just wake up and say red prayer will drop today, just drop.
So it not drop on your side or it ain't drop yet?
No, nothing red prayer is still the same. You still got people that selling food 350. And you see the 350 food there, you get scared, brother Abu.
Oh, that Kobo you talking about so?
I'm talking about Kobo.
Hey.
But when the red prayer drop, the people will drop the Kobo price.
Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be actually.
Yeah, so thank you for the topic.
All right. Thank you very much. You got that? Take some on the other number.
Yeah, let's talk to this promise. But the numbers are 0776104104. Let's talk to this person from here. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm Anthony calling from Sukini.
Please be a bit audible.
For 3,000.
You bought rest for 3,000 when?
Which community?
Yesterday.
Which community?
Sukini community in Raleigh.
Okay, Soul Clinic. Okay, let's talk to another person from this side. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
You live.
Yeah, this is
Prince, go ahead.
3,100 yesterday.
3,100 yesterday. Okay,
Chicken
Chicken Factory, 3,100. Okay, thank you. Let's pick this other call from this side. What's the current price of rice in your area? Be sincere to yourself. Hello. Good morning.
I'm paying Sayukai, Subata, right around the GSA junction.
Okay.
Yes, I bought the 25 kg yesterday for 3,000 for the flash shop.
Is it 3,000?
Yeah, 3,000 for the flash shop yesterday morning.
Okay, let's talk to this person. Morning.
Yeah, good morning, Ega Gonda.
Morning.
And let me say morning to Abu Sherry. It is important to Abu Rasta during this all-important conversation from point 4 in Zimbabwe.
Go ahead.
Ega and Abu, our people say, stranger that can always ask questions, they can't miss the rule. So you and Abu, you will never miss the rule. You will always be on path. Look, Ega, that thing about rest reduction, that thing that dry door story.
My man, how much are you paying?
You bought rest recently? How much you bought the rest?
I bought rest yesterday, brother, 3,100.
No politics in the one. No politics in the one. Won't be sure because it won't help the government to be able to enforce the president mandate.
My man, I tell you, Abu, come down, brother, came out to call it, Georgia, 3,100, brother. All I see, I propose story.
Okay. All right. So you wouldn't say
let's talk to this. Let's talk to this person. Your rescue people say you can call. Who's in care will tell us how much you buy and rest in your area.
Who's in care will say the thing the way looking and he's saying going the farm.
Let's talk to this person. Good morning.
They may be cheating on the farm.
Yeah, good morning.
You live, go ahead.
Yeah, this morning I'm out from Polo.
Go ahead from Polo.
Let's hear you.
You say you bought rest how much?
1,150. Some places you find
You talking? You say 1,000 or 3,000? Which one?
3,000.
You gotta be careful.
I just want to call you. Say you go back
the
to
whole
10
country will
bags.
come go to your side.
You go there, the most important thing, 3,002 places, some places 3,002. So I want to talk. But what's happening for us? I don't know. Why you be reference, right?
Okay.
They say $14. If you buy the 3,002, and I'm going to $15.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let's talk to this person. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, I'm calling from Bama district.
Okay.
Go ahead from
Bama
Bama
Let's
district.
hear you.
Bama is go ahead.
Now you're senator in the war room, so let's hear you.
And Bama around there got the from a Boaka farm. Hello.
The woman was
3,800. 3,600 in Bama.
For 25 kg.
For the small bag already we used to buy before. For
when you buy it, when you buy it for that price, when?
Yesterday I bought rest during the sale is studying the edge. My brother working there because he said the edge down my car down there. Where people say they're putting it down.
Oh.
Okay. The road condition over there.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
You live, go ahead.
My name is asking where you are calling from Rich Minnesota.
You say you calling from where?
Rich, just 17 minutes.
Oh, okay, around Riggs. Go ahead.
Yeah, but the question I want to ask is, they putting that in the flag postcode or that to Fripo or to Swa?
The government supposed to tell that one, but all they told us is
the government said $14 wholesale, and the government supporters started parading around the place that government and reduced the rest price and blah blah blah. So they know what they're up to. So we just like to know, how has that affected the way you're buying the rice outside there?
Yeah, but again,
my man, how much are you buying your rice for? We're not opening. That's the simple thing.
Okay, let's talk to somebody here. Morning. Hello. Okay, no time for you to hold on the line. There are others willing to make their participation here. Hello. Yeah, go ahead. Hello. You live? Go ahead. Okay, no time for that. 0776-104-104-886-500-104. This conversation is interesting. Be sincere. Tell us how much you buy rest from your end. Let's talk to this person. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
You live? Go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Alex.
Go ahead, Alex.
Yeah, the red press in Brazil is 2,800.
2,800.
Yeah, no one should be lying.
Hey, my man, you know your own, but you know other people. Are you talking for everybody? Yeah, fine. Then you stop it, but you can't either. You know, for other people that you putting money in other people's pocket.
Okay. 0776-104-104. We can pick few calls on this topic.
Yeah, let's take five more calls.
Hello.
Good morning.
You live? Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Benedict Valley, and I call you from West Street Center.
Go ahead, Benedict.
I think that the deceitful and the political system of government have feel that like people again have to allow. My brother, the reference is all little lot of people do the equipment or reduction in our book. So I think this government, they are not people to listen to any longer. They are proving to be.
So at least the bowl of rice should be maybe $200. The kobo and the lapapito.
What happened in my brother is still 200, but reduced. The woman ain't know they are crafting.
They call it size.
They call it down. Why they call it down to the 150 size? Instead of the actual 200 size, now they put a red line.
Thank you.
Thank you, Benedict. Let's talk to this person.
Hello?
You live? Go ahead. Good morning.
I'm calling from Wolosa.
Go ahead from Wolosa.
Oh, so that mean the business boat playing smart too.
Yeah, the business will be.
They knock the cops on away. So that coming down who you on our side. Okay, thank you.
Thank you for your participation.
Two more person. Then
let's talk to this person. Good morning. Hello.
Yeah, good morning, Abu.
Morning.
Yeah, okay. I'm Moses White calling from Academy. Rice is soya for 3,100. So Abu.
Police Academy.
3,100. Okay, my own problem here is they say the rent is $14. When we carry the US dollar, put in $1 $1
And how much you can collect in Liberty?
In Liberty is 3,100. And this is the point, Abu, where the business government fee that when you carry from US, they don't want to use the $1 And now the rate there down to Academy Junction now is sub the 170 for the rate. The 170 is converted now, then the rate should be 2,350.
Oh yeah, 170. Yeah, then come down because we took 190.
Yeah, because I will have a businessman. So if
the rate to the minute to get people money, man.
50 now, then we spend the rate, it's 170. Then the rate should be 2,350.
Correct. But so when you carry the US, the book can hold the US, they want LD.
They want LD.
Then when you go change the money, then they cut your money down.
They cut your money down.
So technically, you're spending more than what you even used to spend when the rest spread were up.
If you say the rent is for $14 US, then which means the consumer should go and buy for $14. But how will the business mentor the LD? Then we made the rent to pay almost $18 for the rent.
Wow. Oh yeah, I agree. So technically, with all these variants, you are paying more than what you used to pay at the $17. Because when the Jalo man cut the rate, then you go on the other side again. Got it?
Yes. So my man, I see that where the guys there. So the rate now they drop. I think it's dropping in 4 years.
You want your 4 year per you. Hello, good morning. Let's take the final caller on this one, and then we move to the executive marshal to have breakfast with the president's office. Good morning.
Yeah,
Go ahead from Baptist Seminary.
Yeah. I don't know. I went to my government. It was 2,900.
2,900.
Yeah.
Okay. Around Baptist Seminary area there, right?
Yeah.
All right. So this is it, and I think the goal is for these things to remain stable, be accessible, and of course the intent, because the intent of the president is to ensure that the staple food is available, and the Liberians, and we kind of reduce the hardship.
We did not even go to flour and
chicken egg,
the chicken egg and all of that. But let's just
maybe tomorrow we'll try the chicken egg. And we
egg.
also want to know when Jalo fry how much Jalo can sell it.
How much Jalo used to sell it, because Jalo increased the price back then because the price for the cartoon was expensive. Like they say, it was $60. So now that the government have announced reduction in the price to $50, we expect that even at the t-shirt when you used to buy it for $70, $80 for fried egg, it should be around it should be. So as to whether that is the same case, that's where we are. We ask you all of these questions, and it is up to you. And you see some rescue people call they made up their own price and all of that. Yeah, that's why it is.
If you are dishonest on this kind of conversation, you're doing it to yourself. If you be real, you're doing it for the country. So right now, if the system is working the way it should, you take on these things. That's what people call in the communities they are. And you send your inspectors and try to ensure, but things not working. If there are people that are video up, let's see what we can do. So why we try to do that?
Okay,
to play.
Let's try
your *255 star 1 hash, star 255 star 1 hash this morning. And the more you play, the better your chances are to win. And of course, it is exactly what it is here for you. So please, star 255 star 1 hash, star 255 star 1 hash is the code. Star 255 star 1 hash. Star 255 star 1 hash. So I'm opening the system to see whether we have
some of
this
them,
morning.
but
See whether we have gotten somewhere. We're at midpoint, so we need to push low more. Star 255 star 1 hash. The more you play, the better chances are to win. You have to. You also have the back to school bonanza that's on. The back to school bonanza. You all used to be doing very well here. At the level of freedom.
Mhm.
So I don't know where the reluctance is coming from and all of that. Or apparently you may feel that, oh, you are winning other places, people are winning other places. Not the frequency that what determine the play. So once you're playing, and of course you will win, and once you win, then you start to experience a lot of interruptions because we'll have to interrupt to pay the money and all of that. Star 255 star 1 hash is the code. So His Excellency the President has already made a decision on the replacement of his friend, the deceased Ambassador Sylvester Grisby. So he's been replaced. The replacement came from within.
Yeah.
Right. This man was the Minister of State with a portfolio for special services, same Steve Kwa. So he has left from special services, and now he is the Minister of State for Presidential Affairs / COS to the President, the Chief of Staff in the office of the President. So running the day-to-day of the President's office and all of that. So as much as Sylvester Grisby was eulogized and everything nice was said, the positives of his life were recognized and of course talked about, but equally so, as he served under Boakai, there were a lot of inadequacies and of course that brought the presidency under the spotlight. Some of the decisions he took, some of the decisions the instructions that he implemented, right? Because I've always said the COS work at this is where you see the actual will and pleasure thing happen. The COS is there, and everything you see a COS does, these are things sanctioned by the president. So even when Sylvester Grisby made that request from the social security account of poor or Liberians, civil servants, took their money to buy a luxurious vehicle for the executive mansion. It was the president that told him to do it. Of course, he sought the approval of the president. In fact, it was the president that sent him to do it. Go and take the poor people money, buy me luxurious car. I want to ride car. Buy me car. My guests are coming. Go take the people money. When they retire, they're supposed to be surviving by. Go take it and buy some car. Let me and my friend and chill. I just became the president of the country. I need to ride new car. So these things, continue to slap him and all of that. So he's left. So Steve is taking over. Not much is new in terms of he's not been that kind of loud public servant where and all of that. So we'll have to give him time for the most part to understand from Steve's own perspectives how his approach. Then from there we'll study and understand his politics, his administrative skills, on the highest level. I know he has had some mid-level, appointments and services he's rendered. Yes, that's understandable. But at this point now, he's on the spotlight.
Yeah, he's the head now.
Yeah,
so
so
people
he's
expect
right
him to
there.
make decisions.
How he's going to navigate, particularly the president office and the political party, right?
Political
The
party
Unity
that are
Party,
in. Yeah.
right? So it's a delicate thing because the president is a standard bearer of a political institution. So as COS, you ought to be able to manage between that relationship. You ought to be able to manage between it. Beyond that, you also have to be able to manage properly. Your human relation has to be top notch. How to navigate between or amidst tough territories, the political opposition. Sometimes the government need to make some move. The government need to pass over some things. That COS have to be able to go in and charter territory and achieve victory and come back and say, oh yeah, Mr. President, this is the way to go. This is how, all of that. So these skills now will be put to test. And so we'll start judging. So we don't pick first on anybody. Wait, you come, you show yourself, you tell yourself, and this is exactly. And anybody here who say the same we did with Augustine P. Gaffon when he came, say, oh yeah, he even bragged that in fact it was like the old soldier returning on the front line, right? That's what Gaffon said. He said he was the old soldier.
That's what
returning on the
increased
front line.
Liberians' hope and expectation from the Ministry of Finance, because looking at him coming from being there and somebody who has been there before, coming back, people felt he got an understanding of that entire ministry and he knows how to navigate his way through and all of that.
Yeah.
But this is it.
So people are always, thought of him at that level. So continue to play your cash giver. We're going to play the president's an excerpt from the president's cabinet retreat, where he highlighted keenly, ignoring all of the governance issues, ignoring the basis of the agitations and anger among Liberians. The leader must be sitting down to find out why are people angry. Remember, in 2024, the president insulted Liberians and called them beggars, right? 2024. And in 2025, he's describing them as untrained. So who's the standard bearer in this instant case, right? Who sits in the position to ensure that the moral integrity of the country, remains in its actual perspectives? You see there, things are breaking loose. In fact, this thing started why this old man was, a political leader for the main opposition party in the country. You stood there. The offices of the president and the highest seats in the country was being desecrated, and all you did was smile, right? And today you think you are the one occupying the office, and you expect that from the blue, all of the respect will just start falling on you. You have to earn it. At this point, this is the Gen Z era, right? People's eyes are open, and people are exposed to plenty things. So trying to control to a larger extent don't really apply now, especially when the laws are being reformed in ways that it recognize or they're recognizing people right and to be free and speak freely and enjoy liberty in its truest sense. And that's what most of the old folks, it comes to them as a cultural shock. If you see the young generation utilizing the privileges available to them. The reason why you are seeing those things happen now, your day, it was not available to you. You are denied those privileges. And if those privileges were going to be available then, you were equally going to take advantage of them, just as the generation today. So don't make it look like, on culture entirely. No, it's not. People can be radically, critical, and at the same time, ensuring or maintaining civility and, of course, a cultural uprightness. These things can go hand in hand. So don't try to make it like that. Your limitation, nobody's going to apologize for your limitation. So let's play, for those of you watching, let's play from Obuaka.
Some of the thing, but that's the way it goes. Once you leave the job, they will not insult you, but not necessarily for the thing you are, but that's the human beings. That's who we are, especially the country that we're in. Reckless talking, disrespect. People are not trained, and they speak any kind of way. Some of them don't even know what they're talking about. But if you say you're not going to take that, you just leave public office.
You listen to the president?
Mhm.
You want to play that?
some of the things. But that's the way it goes. Once you leave the job, they will not insult you, but not necessarily for the thing you are, but that's the human beings. That's who we are, especially the country that we're in. Reckless talking, disrespect. People are not trained, and they speak any kind of way. Some of the things. But that's the way it goes. Once you leave the job, they will not insult you, but not necessarily for the thing you are, but that's the human beings. That's who we are, especially the country that we're in. Reckless talking, disrespect. People are not trained.
So
And they speak any kind of way. Some of them don't even know what they're talking about.
what is basically
But
communicating?
if you say you're not going to take that, you just leave public office.
The man give up. The man even know what to do anymore. Doesn't seem to understand what to do. And Waka is talking about insult. Yeah. Where have anybody insulted? All the people who were causing man cause and things in the town, all of them on Waka's side. The airwaves are clean. The airwaves are clean. Because what you can stop is critical opinions. You can stop those ones. But at least our airwave, like 6 years ago, where you have Prophet Key insulting women, you have Henry Costa insulting women, right? Yeke Koluba insulting people, man, pa, wives, and things. These things are no longer on our airwaves. Even Costa has refined his language, right? He's radical, but he has refined, unlike while you were an opposition leader. People were causing war, women cause on national platforms. If we should go back when Costa, this guy, Abla Katama shared something about Costa, and I find it befitting why we talk about this, right? So that Waka knows where he should have actually spoken about these things he's currently talking about. The man who resuscitated, right? The man who literally made you okay, I think somebody Inter Kiatama and took it down. But basically the point you're trying to indicate that there is no singular person who contributed to selling your face as a viable alternative to the weird government than Henry Costa. Then the question becomes, how did Costa do it? How did Costa achieve in selling you? What was his strategy? What was his approach? Right? You are a living beneficiary of man cause and power cause in this town, and you sat there, you clap for it, and you talk about reckless. How dare you today? Right? The biggest advocate, the biggest campaigner, right? The guy himself is on the staff. Say, we resuscitated your dead hope. How did they? They had to degenerate the public discourse into man cause and power cause. Shifting the Liberian political conversation from the issues to trivial family. So, in order to ignite a culture of hate and resentment, to achieve that, you have to go as low and put the people against the man in a way that they're not discussing policy anymore. And this is how, when even people used to say, oh, they build this road, say that road will eat. Because The presidency and President Weah got demeaned. Because when you are listening to the radio or you're watching your phone and somebody is sitting there insulting the parents, the family, right? The mother of the president of the country, what do you think that would do? Right? It derails public respectability. So it reduces the president, that clout. And this is how the lack of Costa and Key and other people you use, this is how they made you a face. You have absolutely nothing constructive to engage the public discourse with to enjoy superior comparative advantage. Absolutely not. If the conversation were going to be me about the issues and things, even if Liberia is going to be considering alternative, you were never ever in the place. So what people did, they take the conversation from there. Made the whole environment rude, toxic, abusive, insulting. Blah, blah, blah. Nobody does that. Show me that one radio network where people sit down there using profanity and talking to people, family and everything and all of that. Where? No. Oh, because we come here and say, oh, look, what is happening is corruption, is stealing. You're stealing from the Liberian people. And that's what you want to consider. No, that's not recklessness. That is patriotism. What we do here and in other areas like us is patriotism. We are staying with the Liberian people instead of subduing and suppressing the facts and the emotions of the people. So I think this comment, the president should take it back because it's misplaced. It's not timely. He should have said this. If you have said this while he was campaigning, when Yeke Koluba stood with him right there and insulted a national leader, you should have called him to order. When you were taking the phone calling Costa your dependable nephew, Costa was the man on the radio insulting George Weah, insulting the president man, president family. Paulina, say, pausing that George, commercial code George, right? Did you ever say, oh, dependable nephew, you got to take insult from in the politics? Mm-hmm. Did you ever care about that? When your team included Prophet Key on their national campaign outreach, why did they do so? Because you leveraged the insults that were, and you did not even care about the young generation, what they were being exposed to. All you needed, rescue your money people. You say somebody cost somebody man, say yeah. Once the person is associated with CDC or the CDC government, for you think it was necessary to cost them anyhow. Even the women were being naked. But you did not see that as recklessness because you're so desperate and greedy for power. Oh, if you're greedy for power, you think it can be said that you were greedy for power that you knew nothing to do about, power that you had no capacity to manage. It's in your hand now. You've desecrated everything. Everything is breaking down. And you come here to talk about reckless and this, you insulting the people. How dare you, Mr. President? The Liberian people sorry for you. And took you from nowhere. You showed them nothing. You gave them no assurance. Even your life was not an example befitting of the presidency of any country. They put sorry for you out of the hate that you all marketed. Lies and deceit. You hid yourself behind. And Liberian people gave you the presidency. And every year when you feel and the people are talking, you come out, you insult them. Mr. President, to be insulting, you can't be the leader and insulting your people. Right? You call them beggars. Because when you leave the country with over 40 people When they talk about it, you get angry. You say, oh, they're reckless. So you expect the people to close their mouth. You take over 40 human beings out of the country. You bring home nothing. Right? You bring home nothing. When the people talk, you say, oh, this and that. And blah, blah, blah. So, Mr. President, this is on you. Whatever you want to be complaining about today, it's all on you. Everything is on you, Mr. President. You're going to the UN. Just Japan, you took over 40. We're hearing nearly 40 people again on this UN General Assembly trip. They will be going in bits and pieces. At the end of the day, when they assemble, because the first list you people submitted last week or the week before, nearly 40 that was supposed to be processed. You're not changing. You're not listening to the Liberian people. You're ignoring the people. The people talking. You're not listening to them. You're acting like Fakao. You have a wrath, and every opportunity you get, you sit on there. You show general insult and abuse. General insult. Call them beggars. Liberians today are called by their president as beggars. Different than you say they're not trained. You know how much people investing in their children. You know how many people investing in their families. You look at them. You just throw air. You say they're not trained. I don't know what you have to add.
Yes, it's interesting. This is just another point where we have to remind Liberians about the person they entrusted with their power. So this president, many of you, I don't know whether you people are surprised, but this is the kind of president you have. You remember when Liberians were at the verge of being deported from the US? The president had no message to console those who were already mentally traumatized. He had no message to console them, but in fact added insult to injuries, made mockery of them, and those were the very same individuals who could send down the mobile money in the same way to contribute to his campaign. The president went at a worship center to speak to Liberians. There, he made a statement that Liberians are beggars. Everywhere that leaders go, Liberians will continue to run after them and beg. Now, this is the president that is here again to tell us that Liberians are not trained and they got no home training in them. Now, the question is, where was this very president when the likes of Prophet Key supported him, and as a way of supporting him, insulted national leaders in this country? Where was this president when his very office, his legal advisor, had to intervene in a court case, a legal proceeding that was instituted against a man who insulted and belittled a woman in this country? Bwaka did not say anything towards that. Where was this old man Bwaka, when Yeke Koluba used to mount national podium, used to use televisions, online platforms in this country to insult women? Why we did not hear that from Bwaka? Bwaka served 6 years in opposition, used his surrogates to insult even women in this country, having absolutely nothing. They could not modify any insult towards women in this country.
Hey, let me just hold you 1 minute. Let's play the Buju Ben Keita thing, right? Your legal advisor, no, not legal, but economic advisor, right? No, Buju Ben is the legal advisor to the president. You sitting there in your cabinet meeting and telling the world about insult and abuse, it is your government. This man, when a Liberian lady felt injured, and we will not go and play the Prophet Key video then because we
Even
can.
very minister of
We can play.
I know that one old man too that in his ministry that
Yeah, I
can be
call
insulting
Anthony Kessel.
Anthony Kessel.
That won't buy all on because in my and pa cause all over. All of them, Cornelia, they screenshot for all of them. But this one is coming from his legal advisor, right? Interfering with the justice system to withdraw a citizen, a Liberian woman complaint against quote unquote Prophet Key who insulted her, demeaned her, right? The guy, Parker did not see that one as reckless. You are feeling the Liberian people are complaining, and you sit there, you can get nothing to offer. You can't even speak about your trip to Japan. You can't even give hope to Liberian people, and you talk about insult. Why are you shifting the goalposts? This is a mark of irresponsibility. You never take responsibility for anything. When it's time to take responsibility, you shift the goalposts. You start talking about non-essential things. How essential is it when your legal advisor immune somebody? Recognize that the man right to cause honor the woman, cause the woman, insult the woman, somebody man, a lady that has sacrificed more to this country in building and branding the image of this country, even more than you, Bwaka, sitting there, who just been practically a leech on the Liberian people for the many years that you've been in public service. Listen to it, folks.
Suffer the loss. 1 million, 500,000, 50,000, whatever. So the courts are open for private lawsuits between individuals for insults. But you cannot be criminally charged or arrested. No longer under Liberian law. We have decriminalized speech. Criminal libel, criminal slander, all of those things have been decriminalized under Liberian law. And during this social human boycott time, nobody will be arrested because they insulted somebody. From the president down.
Correct.
This was the point at which, Mr. President, when your legal advisor said that under your watch, this was sanctioning insults and abuses, right? Trying to thwart the law, bend the law to suit the case of a partisan that everybody in the country know. Everybody felt relieved that at long last, something was happening to call this, and a bus stop. This was what your legal advisor said, that never honor your wife, that anybody. So people who gets insulted, feel insulted, that has nothing to do with the public discourse. You go for somebody man, somebody pa, and it got nothing to do with the public discourse, and the person want to go to court, they may say, why you as president, you're feeling moving all that law from there, and everybody free to go ahead, and then you sit down today, you're saying what you're saying. So pretty much tell us, who is derailing the Liberian culture? Who the trainee that was here, who came and took it away? Honor your watch. We're seeing all kinds of things happening. Gay building, entering the church. All kind of uncultural things happening. Or you are the one responsible for these things happening in the country. And you must be taking responsibility. So if you listen to your legal advisor misinterpreting the law like they did with the Supreme Court ruling, like this, then the law, you can sue people for private things. But when you come to the state, when you feel offended, you go to the state will not do nothing. When you go to the state will not do nothing. They will not take a case against Prophet Key. It was not the Liberian government that took a case against Prophet Key. Yeah. for you to say, oh, the state will not get involved.
Yeah, at least look for your
There are
private
two
lawyer.
private case. So who the state in that case and a private key the state? The woman sue private key. It's still private in my mind. It's between the two of them. Then you call the state solicitor, say trust that case.
And the reason I think it was based on defamation of character.
But
So
you listen to that podcast, man.
Yeah. It was Prophet Key's podcast defamed the character of the lady. And she felt injured, and that's why she decided to take legal action. When you accuse somebody of having affairs with somebody, you must be able to prove that beyond all reasonable doubt. That's why Drew ND Baden thought, let's go to court, let this guy be able to push and prove his allegations against me. But sadly, the government said Prophet Key could not be sued. So Bushy Ben looked for all necessary means to be able to justify why he believed that Bushy Ben should not be sued. So the only thing he could say was, under President Boakai, nobody will be sued for causing.
But fast forward, President Boakai is on the side talking another thing.
We gave Boakai the opportunity today, he will want to sue people. Once you give that old man the opportunity today, he will want to sue people for causing.
So, librarians, the president say you're not trained.
He's not even receiving 30% of what George Weah received.
No, what you said there? Not even 5%.
Not at all.
I say the people that used to do Marcos and Parcos on national airwaves, they're no longer there. We'll open the phone lines. Come and agree. Let's take calls. What's your reaction? Oh, because people are stealing and people are talking about it, that finance ministry stealing, and the president equate, criticism to insult. Criticism to insult. Right? When corruption happened, when we are coming to the audit report, and you hold your head. But let's take course on this to know where librarians, and for the president himself to know whether librarians are in sync with him on this one. 0776 104 104 086 500 104.
Hello.
Yeah, Abu Eka, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm calling from the Abanda District 1 Grandfather County.
Abandon, you say?
Come back.
Abandon, you say?
Abanda District 1 Grandfather County.
Go ahead.
Yeah. What sorry for me to say that you bring this a range. You don't know what you're saying.
Your line is bad. Your line is.
So you bring this a range. Thank you for that.
Let's talk to this person. Morning.
Hello, good morning.
You're live. Go ahead.
Thank you for the discussion. But I think that is talking is doing well. This government is very, very doing well. This is somewhere now to anything for the national. Yes, the government is doing well. So it is government everybody.
Okay.
So thank you.
Okay. Thank you for your participation. Hello. Hello. Good morning. The line is bad, though. Hello.
Are you getting me?
Yeah, much better.
Yeah, the culture in Singapore that brother is put there on her, it's very terrible. And think about the president who is not taking that path. Because when it comes to costing, obviously the past opposition, it was very brutal in terms of insulting, causing Marcos, any kind of cause in Singapore 2023, but being exposed during the opposition of the United Party. So as you see right now, I believe that the people president, which is President Weah, he can a disgrace for it because everything about the government and about the opposition was wrong. They lack the kind of power, they abuse Marcos, they ensure that everything that was negative was being done by their opposition side. So right now they understand that the culture is bad. Thank God, we can change it as long as President Weah know that it is good to be changed out, because 2029, we're coming by the power, and we don't want the federal facility to be for us.
Okay.
So thank you.
Let's talk to this person. Morning.
Good morning,
Morning, Ma Sisi.
yeah, so I started in the breakfast weekend, right? So I want to ask for my job.
Go ahead, Ma Sisi.
Yes, so I want to ask for my job. Mr. Walker, this is my question. How you keep on Mr. Walker? You said that in low factor, he fell, and you got super. He's shorty person, and we are, and Tifa, and you were there clapping, and all that time you will not lose supper, Mr. Walker. That time you will not lose supper, Mr. Walker. That time you will not lose supper, Mr. Walker. You said that you're going to be person, there's a you are saying something person, we are, that you are meeting car, or you was step up. They telling the people they are lose supper. You said that we are Walker will come in for you. And they will do whatever people.
Okay, man. Yeah, man.
Hello?
Go ahead, Ma Sisi.
People are very rude of workers. So what he said to the people are saying to you, they put effort and keep effort. So when you down that platform, you're just asking. That platform is rude. Now rude people, you're not thinking on it. Just find out it's not worker. So you will say so young. So when you down that platform, you're not going and just fighting for what you say.
Okay.
Now you're telling the platform is rude. Thank you.
All right, Ma Sisi. Hello.
Good morning.
Morning.
As the money,
We okay? Go ahead.
okay, this is the voice of Peter Star, and I join you from Oakland District 4.
Go ahead.
Abu Hagar, for me, I will leave the lieutenants of the president out and I will straight for Mr. President. Abu Hagar, go in back your closet and search. On one of the president of Control, he compared the past president to mosquito. It's a public record. It is there. This is a president who is now, connoisseur of regular stuff, and about road. What did Mr. Walker
Doesn't mean I refuse to regard the president.
Yeah. Look, he called the president a boy. Why will you refer to the most respected office in Liberia in a kind of denigrating manner? So there is one thing I'm about to say. The law of, retro procedure says to every good, there's another good. If that law says so. There's a precedent. To every rudeness, there's another rudeness. You see that today, a man that in the past was also rude. Because if no discipline will always make discipline friendship. Am I right?
You're correct.
In a right-minded person who's disciplined, their own friendship will always go to discipline people. But you're looking at person who are those there you find for people, you find Mo Ali, the Imo Hotel, our sisters to go in.
Yeah.
Who are you? Do you have the moral authority to speak to anyone who says
Talk about recklessness. You at the old man's age, and everything, you're insulting presidents here, and you're refusing to address them by their official title. Joseph Boakai refused to address former President Weah as president every time he spoke. That was rudeness to the highest office.
Okay.
That has been very rude.
Hello. Go ahead.
Yeah, again, I'm better this out. I want to let the Liberian people to know that every immoral act, including reaching for a war era, the abuse of state power, all they came from the Unity Party-led government. This party is a war, the rebel party, the war against the Liberia, certain member of that party, or the one that crafted the party in that war. The first time for the Liberian head of state to be abused, open disregard, was introduced by the same Unity Party in the opposition for the past 6 years. They had a layer from the key Eric Costa, who is the money specialist today, all over the other guys. They polluted the airway when you saw at the level of the presidency. We sent the funding of the country. The presidency has never been insulted. So the party is a devil party. This is what the head of this party said they are working. This party is immoral. Even down to the the malnourished supporter. They are all immoral. They may eat it over way. Eat it carry. They say no matter who eat the chicks down people. They are basically very poor and living there. So my brother, these people, you know, we kick out 2029. And that's the reason why we are coming back 2029. When the year that we are coming back 2029, the other get shivered, they want to die.
So the president's statement that Liberians are not trained, is it in the right place?
My brother, this president is morally very wrong. He has no audacity. He has no whatever to question of people to say that people are not trained. He is a follower. Look at the information ministry. Okay. You have pressure on tree minister. It's something to problem everything.
Thank you.
It's something.
All right, let's talk to this other person. Good morning.
Good morning. My name is Simon Habu, and I call you a paid chicken to factory room. It's our last paid chicken to factory room. And you see, sometimes people forget. This could be the mistake in life. Is it our president who saying that great people are rude to them when he benefited from the same rule regime? What do people that protect in the country? Why not for the United Party? Just a party in France, down the one with every rule president in this country. In fact, he used to enjoy it. He was sit with them, they eating and they laughing and they watching in France. Not knowing that one day you're going to be president. What is happening in our country today? The society is not even changing.
Thank you very much.
This person, morning. Hello. 0776-104-104, 086-500-104. The numbers to call us on right here. Okay. This is from.
Yeah, we can take 2-3 more. And then we go to something else quickly. Liberians are having their say. And I mean, the thing is, things are just very fresh on everybody's mind. Mr. President, whatever breakdown that you'll be speaking to right now, the evidence shows that you were one person that pampered all of these things. You were one person that gave rise to these things. You enjoy them. You refuse and dishonor the office of the presidency because you lost an election in 2017.
Hello.
You did that?
Good morning. Hello.
Hello, you got it, man?
Yeah, much better now. Go ahead.
You know, that is fine. The president and his followers, they are all in the same category. Everybody, they are very, very rude. So you say he's rude.
All right, let's talk to this other person. Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning, boss.
I'm Ola. I just made my comment on the whole topic.
Mm-hmm.
If we're talking about disrespect, on the one, we put there for that. When he damaged CPP high end, so let your SLY. But what they don't like to, I'm gonna be the third person or fourth person. They will always say we are is coming by 29. Whether they like it, whether they don't like it, whether they certify, whether they don't certify, no one here. More is the one in control. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
I think we can hold it there, right? Mm-hmm. So, Liberians, keep tuned, continue to share the live, right? So, the damage control that the Minister of Finance is trying to embark on with his latest radio appearance, nobody should fall for it. You see, Minister Gaffon should understand that when Liberian people repose their confidence in you and they look up to you, it has to be on the basis of deliverables, not sweet talk. The days of sweet talks are over. You see, the days of Palaver, that Palaver thing not holding anymore, because you know what? Life is moving with speed and velocity, like they would say. So right now, nobody come and sit down here and somebody go be mesmerized. No. Then when you are speaking, then we look at the facts. So we have before us the the report from the General Auditing Commission. This is equal to, for the layman, this is equal to Gafuan's gray sheet. So everything Gafwan is going to be saying down there, hey, gray sheet now come outside. It's like that child that can flunk in school, the finish thing, say, oh, mama, yeah, say, oh, mama, and that's about to fail, but you fail. Then you won't justify your failure. You won't confuse people, right? If the president means well, you see, sometimes I don't want to put a lot of emphasis on this whole Gafwan won't be president, because I don't know where Gafwan is going to be president here. I don't know how he's going to be president here. Right? The records are clear. You were here early time. Mess happened under your watch early on. Oh, I put my nail on chopping, but then they will finish calling that woman nail. Then they her nail gone. Finish chopping it off. Because you're the mayor. I believe wherever Ellen is sitting now, she was saying, thank God I was just motor I did that deal. Because her nail are going to be off, chopped off. So they create that kind of hype. They create that kind of hype. And everybody start to just stop believing in all kind of people in the country. Me, I already don't get no, because so corrupt individual passing around, they wear nice coat suit, they go to pass around, you see them talking, you listen to them, you say, oh yeah, I'm a role model here. Yeah? A role model must be somebody who stand the moral test. But people who are implicated in reports here, there, they lack the capacity to even clear their names. Why you can't just live your life, you be your own whatever. Now, here is it. A former director for many years, the Ministry of Finance have made some staggering revelations about this man. Let's begin with C. Meko. Some of what C. Meko had to say. Listen, yo, the man resigned even go 1 month or 2 months good year. The man resigned. C. Meko resign. Ain't even go good 2 months yet. The man is just coming from in the room. The man said that room he coming from, where Gafwan is the master there, the room stinks. So stealing going on there. So they play that cartel. I will define what a cartel is for you to understand. So you know the variety of trouble on our hands. Listen to this.
Small bosses learn and do the best thing for this country.
Why did you resign?
I resigned for a few reasons. At the point in the Ministry of Finance, after 14 years of service, I mean, I've seen a lot through the 14 years. But what surprised me this time around was those guys who were appointed at Ministry of Finance, they are all educated people, they are learned people, they have extensive experience. To do the same thing that we criticize CDC for, to come on board and do the same thing, it was just discouraging. And I feel that I could not be in that environment anymore, and I could not pretend about going to work every day and seeing the same whole system running.
It was.
So I chose to walk away and get in the private sector.
What are some of the same things?
For instance, the Minister of Finance is the chief economist of this nation of Liberia. He controls the fiscal affairs aspect of the nation. Mm-hmm. He plans the national budget and also execute the national budget. Minister Gafwan, the current minister, have shown to be very incompetent in running the affairs of the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning. He's not a very good administrator at all. So the ministry is just on autopilot, basically.
Okay.
Accusing him of corruption.
Okay, you listen? He is not a good administrator. And as it stands, the ministry is on autopilot. when you call the chicken neck, the body just passing around, everybody doing their own thing, the small train. That minuscule has been reduced to 10% minuscule. Everybody running beyond 10%. That's how they're bypassing the PFM law. They're bypassing the internal audit architecture that's established there. The internal auditor to the Ministry of Finance is being bypassed every now and then. They go to the AS, is the ASU or ASD, some kind of unit there. They bypass. And I'll tell you why they're bypassing the internal auditor on most of these. So most of these things that the audit report is revealing, the internal auditor. So internal auditors are in this area as gatekeepers. You come, they make sure all of your paperwork, all of your criteria are stuff, but they go and process payment for people who have not even done 20% of what our contract. Some of the contract, they've not even done 10%. But because the intention people put the money on these lines and then they go to the Ministry of Finance, they pass through they bypass the channels, go there and raise check for the money and collect the money out of the places when the thing has not even been done. When the services have not been rendered.
But his activities, the mere fact that he refused to account for $2.8 million, I don't know how you define that.
Okay. You also said that the figure could be more, significantly more, moderately more, or
significantly more.
Significantly more. Okay, then. Okay, look, stand on.
The man is saying the money that they can't account for
under these circumstances, the GSC has written a report, right? So I don't know what the other measures would be
many years,
to either to indict him. I mean, I don't mean indict him legally, but basically,
same legal small. You probably just have a meeting with
small bosses learn and do the pilot. Basically, all the ministers that are appointed, assistant, deputies, they're all doing their own thing, and there's no coordinator from the Minister of Finance. Let's take, for example, simple thing in regards to administration or administrative issues. Gafuan himself said that, let's take the GSC report. That's the current one, GSC report that was done in 2025. GSC said that Gafuan and his ministers could not account for $2.8 million US dollars. And the Ministry of Finance came up with a rebuttal saying that they have an archive issue, and that's why they could not account because the document was in the archive. But that's not true. The document is there, and they have reason why they are holding that document.
All right.
Ministry of Finance has a very great.
So the Ministry of Finance and Gafuan told the auditors that the money what you're asking for, right? The documentation not there. We get problem to the archive. So the archival and retrieval will get problem there. In fact, our system not correct. Won't buy new system to listen to the men that just coming from there less than 1 month. Man say that law.
System in story documentation.
Not be protecting people.
The Ministry of Finance to write a check for a check of $5 to leave Ministry of Finance. It goes through at least 29 different persons. I mean, 29 different offices and units. So if you say that the archive, you have archive issue, the archive of Ministry of Finance is way behind the mansion there by the ocean there.
Mm-hmm.
So every person that signs a document of Ministry of Finance keeps a copy of the signed document.
You get that? In that ministry, anything that got to do with money business, say the paper will have to pass through as much as 29 other offices to sign. And each of those offices it goes to, right, they keep copy. Remember, I just told you Yesterday, I spoke with a very, very well-seated, well-placed auditor. Look, the trouble, government thing can make radio appearances to call these things. And they bypass these channels. This means how 29 office document will go there. Let's say the end error under the archive. You say the archive get problem, or we go to the other different unit there and tell them say XYZ date, the payment that was made. Give me your copy. They will fund it and give it to you, right? So this go to validate what Semiko said, that look, the minister and the ministry lie, that the people there ain't there, or the people there say the people are there. But they have a reason why they don't want to show the papers. And there where librarians have to join, even as you are listening to Gafon. When you have a chance, you call on the show and ask him, this is the librarian people money. And ask Gafon to tell us why he has refused to show the receipts, the request, right? And the voucher, show the voucher of those payments. Why? Who is Gafon shielding? What is he hiding actually? What is Gafon hiding? Should come clean.
The document comes, all the documents are attended to the Minister of Finance and sent downstairs to the Budget Minister. From the Budget Minister, it goes to the Assistant Minister of Budget, then it goes to the various units. The director of that particular unit does a memo to the minister saying that they have reviewed the document and they have met all the PFN laws, the procurement laws, the budget laws. So they advise that we go ahead and do allotment. He signs that document, he takes a copy, and then store himself and go to the next chain. And it goes through probably, as I said, about 29 different persons. So there are 39 copies of each document that is kept as a record in each of the units that touch that document. So the next thing is, this is 2024 audit. I can still find documents that I signed in 2014 in my office. So Gafon that they got a document, but they don't want to put a document outside because one of the issues at Ministry of Finance is the off-budget spending.
Off-budget spending?
Off-budget spending are budgets or the money that's spent that's in the national budget. And that's one of the places where corruption is very entrenched, because accountability is easier. Gafon spoke about it and said, like, in most cases, they do off budget when it's emergency. So you tell me, you give the airport authority $200,000. The airport authority is an SOE. They collect revenues, they collect money, and they spend their own money. Why are we getting an extra $200,000 for?
Why for? 200,000. You get it.
Was there any emergency at the airport recently?
Or is it for the birds that sat down on the wire?
So Gafon to answer those questions. What the money went, what it used for, and what the request that came, what it came for. The next thing is
no. Let's take it one step at a time. Say, I beg you, sir. And I'm here with Uncle Sam, and
accusing him of corruption. But
going back to Uncle Sam's question, why are you not uprightly saying that Gafon is involved in some kind of corruption here?
Okay, let's move to the next.
Small bosses learn and do the best thing for this country.
Why did you?
Okay, so that is that. The cat is being put out of the bag, right? Oh yes, we told y'all that they got one man here. We will be telling some people they got one man here. It coming outside now, folks. Gafon needs to tell us what he did with the Liberian people money. Gafwan needs to tell us, Higa,
so
how they spend the Liberian people money.
Instead of Gafwan even paying more attention to the running of the country, Abu, he's more, because as a way of trying to shield all of those activities.
1 minute. One former official, I don't have the permission to call their name or whatever, I just confirmed, say, good morning, Abu, from the Ministry of Finance of many, many years. Say, I listened to say Meko, and the information he's providing is true.
Okay.
No transaction you carry out in finance ministry without copy.
Okay.
And how you go tell the auditors that they copy loss, archival, retrieval, this, that, all kind of thing. Go ahead.
So instead of the Minister of Finance focusing more on running the activities of the ministry and helping to revamp the country's economy, as a way of shielding what has happened or what is currently happening at the Ministry of Finance, he has gotten more involved into playing the Ministry of Information role.
Okay.
He has gotten more involved into more media engagements, because he think he can use the media to sway the minds of the Liberian people from what is happening at the ministry. And that's why they will not always select us, because we don't buy in these ideas. There are things happening. 2.8 million. Gafwan is going to sit on the platform now to lie, because you, the common people, not care to do this investigation, get these topics or get these facts and evidence. No, you get interested in that. So for everything that Gafwan will say, you take it and hold it to your chest and you live with that. But deep down, there are corruption going on. There are things happening at the ministry. Gafwan is shielding all of these things, and the only thing he's able to do now is to start moving from radio station. Even at those very ministries and agencies.
But you know how much they post spending right now?
Yeah. So at those very ministries and agencies, there are communication department. Your communication person should be the one to start moving around. But because Gafwan know that money, plenty of money to his chest, you know about it. So as a result of that, he is sending in front of it.
To send a communication person, you gotta tell the communication person, because this is how PR work.
Yeah.
You have to say it. It's just like your lawyer now. For your lawyer to go plead, you gotta tell them everything
that has happened.
So you gotta tell the communication person what happened, but the information is as sensitive, he can't let it out because he's eyeing presidency and all that. So we have the.
You feel like you break out with the information person tomorrow, and the person will want to release out all of those information.
Exactly. So we have the report here. I'm going to share with you so that you also have it on that end, right? So we have it, and it is right here. Coming, somebody send me something. I'm trying to check up quick. Okay. That is so. So very interesting. Address the core issue, Mr. Minister. Right? What happened with the Liberian people? $2.8 million. A former director is saying, "Look, Liberians, why are you talking about the $2.8 million? It's even way more than that, significantly more than that." But however, tell us about this. But the report in its entirety is even more damaging. Right? It's even more damaging than the 2.8 we are talking about here. It's way more damaging than that. So where are we going? Are we going several steps backward, or we are making something that resembles progress? Because the path seems very unclear. Because when the Liberian people repose a bit of confidence in that they will have turned things around, or they will have made the situation appears better than what it was, right, under the previous administration. And the good thing about it, right, the ASU there at the Ministry of Finance, where they have insisted for auditor not to go sit in, internal auditor, they don't want internal auditor. So the same system that has been denying the Liberian people of actual check and balances, and of course ensuring accountability, Gafwan, they come there, they see the system there and say, "Yeah, you lead the place." when internal audit requests that, oh, we need, an auditor in the ASU unit, right? You say, no, we don't need anybody there. They're running the place like that. And that is the department or the unit where they bypass all of the PFM requirements and other things. They just create documentation. They come without, because, for example, if you go to the internal audit session and you're attempting to make payment for projects that have not fully been implemented by the government and you're soliciting full disbursement, they will require you to bring bank guarantee. You have to go to the bank and bring guarantee, right? You, the vendor or the contractor or whoever. So they don't want to do that because the arrangement is on a 10%, 15% note. And who the contractor will be willing, if they go to the bank and they take the bank money to guarantee and then they go take their money and share it with somebody. Nobody will do it. The reason why you see people are willing to pay the 10% in the Ministry of Finance, because the Ministry of Finance aid them in bypassing the system. So they don't go through any escrow. So at that point, they're willing to leverage 10% of their money to people. And in fact, these cartel agents facilitate, because they know when they push for the person money to come out, that how they will get their own 10%. This is how the country is being run terribly. And nobody can argue about that, right? Okay, I'm trying to open this thing. I don't know why. It's just reading. So these are the things happening there. And that is the reason why Semeko is saying that Gafwan is running a cartel in the Ministry of Finance. They're flouting and violating the PFM laws, the procurement laws, right? And that for an audit to be done and over 27 million is identified not to have been disbursed, means that there is a parallel agenda being run. Because, for example, especially when important agency and sector under the arrest agenda, right, are talking about not receiving allotment. Education is a key component in the arrest agenda, right? Tourism is a key component in the arrest agenda. Agriculture is a key component in the arrest agenda. You listen to the folks from the University of Liberia, for instance, complain that a $1 million allotment that was made, that line, right? They did not receive it. And it appears that the money has been taken. So who took the money? Where did the money go to? Right? So who took the money and where the money is going to? These are the questions. And somebody going to go use a radio appearance to blindfold, mesmerize, and sugarcoat and knock his bahana and leave the studio and think all is well, when there are hospitals in Telewian that don't even have insulins as we speak. Paracetamol is not there. Right? Where in the heart, parents are dying, families are dying from curable diseases, and the Ministry of Finance, the fiscal manager, the head of the Liberian economy, right, cannot give account. The University of Liberia requested that they need how much $1 million to renovate? I think 3 or 4 million.
Yeah, 3 million.
Right? And we're talking about 2.8 million.
I think it's 4 million because she said they needed around 41 million. But the government was able to do 33, so they should do more than that.
To do the renovation, because they said they have used 90% of that money on salaries. And then you're here telling me that, oh, they 2.8 million. So you have to take one of that million and give it to. So Gafon, go find a document and you'll get the money and give it to the University of Liberia. So Liberia, you got to make more noise. You got to raise it, because it is apparent, right, that they just want to have this media thing and get some media institutions not to talk about it. As soon one week pass, then they go to collect the money.
Why you hear that? Plenty not happening. Plenty people not talking about it, Abu. Which one of the media institutions you already hearing talking about it?
And they're not. Absolutely, they're not.
So this is where we are.
And over the weekend, we learned that I don't know, Marius or Depuzu, or they're passing around paying money to media institutions not to talk about the report. Why shouldn't people talk about the report? Why? So this is this is terrible. I need to get something. Okay, just open the turn it on your phone there. Let me see.
The same thing.
Yeah, I send it to your WhatsApp.
Got it here.
Star 255 star 1 hash. I won't do your draw, but then the phone is loading, right? So here's the audit report. It's a management letter, right? This is for the fiscal year January 1, 2024 to December 31, 2024. This is the management letter on the audit of GOL consolidated funds account financial statement. This is where we are. 2025. It's so to me say where I will end the 2024. That 2025 can say because the bottom finish people on the farm will plenty. All the SOEs then. I'm told only LPRC contributed income tax. So all the other SOEs,
the LPRC and the LEC, I think.
All the other SOEs. So where you have been taking our money into? The magnitude of stealing that going on is terrible.
There's some of the LEC, let's say LPRC contributed 14,700 some of that.
I said the thing about it try to be a little coony with your own, you know. They say everybody taking their own. Let me post money. At least they will say me I post something there, right? So this was the letter to the minister to begin with, because they auditing that 85 pages. So go bit by bit. Gafon thing he can do one radio appearance, anything finish. Gafon will sustain the audit report, will sustain the right. Will make the last person in the country will know the same way that time Austin myself, LWSC report will sit down inside the audit report. Say this is management letter on the audit of GOL consolidated funds account financial statement for the fiscal year January 1, 2024 to December 31, 2024, August 28, 2025. Honorable Augustine K. Gafon, Minister of Finance and Development Planning, Mecklin and Brush, Chris, Monrovia, Liberia. Dear Honorable Gafon, management letter on the financial statement audit of the government of Liberia, consolidated funds account for the fiscal or financial year 2021, January 1, 2024 to December 31, 2024. The government of Liberia consolidated fund account financial statement are submitted to audit subject to audit by the Auditor General in terms of Section 2.1.3 of the Act of 2014, as well as in accordance with Public Financial Management Act of 2009 as amended and restated in 2019 and its accompanying regulations. The audit covered the financial year January 1, 2024 to December 2025. Introduction. The audit of the government of Liberia consolidated fund account financial statement for the period, right, was completed, and the purpose of this letter is to bring to your attention the findings that were revealed during the audit. The findings that were revealed. Let's come to the scope and determination of responsibility. The audit was conducted in accordance with the International Standard of Supreme Audit Institutions. These standards required that the audit is planned and performed as so as to obtain reasonable assurance that in all material respect, fair presentation is achieved in the annual financial statements. An audit includes: 1. Examination on a test basis of evidence supporting the amounts and disclosures in the financial system or statements, assessment of the accounting principles used, and specific or significant estimates made by management, and thirdly, evaluation of the overall financial statement presentation. These are the reasons or the purpose. The audit also include an examination on a test basis of evidence supporting compliance in all material respects with the relevant laws and regulations which came to our attention and are applicable to financial matters. In the event where there's a regulation or new law that are applicable, they will also consider those ones going forward. So this is it. That's the letter. So now we come to detailed findings and recommendations. The findings from the audit report and the recommendation that the auditors had. 1.1 financial issues. Non-disclosure of prior period adjustments. Say the Minister of Finance and the Ministry of Finance refused to disclose prior period adjustments that they made. 1.1 blah 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 criteria, paragraph 1.5.1 of the RPSAS catch basis of accounting requires that when an error arises in relation to a cash balance reported in the financial statement, the amount of the error that relates to prior period shall be reported by adjusting the cash at the beginning of the period. That means the prior period now, when there was an error, when you starting the new period, you have to state it and take note. Cooperative information shall be restated unless it is impracticable to do so. 2. Paragraph 1.5.2 of the RPS, because like we read earlier, this is the standard, and that they're using. Cash basis of accounting provides that an entity shall disclose in the notes to the financial statement the following: 1. The nature of the error that relates to the prior period. 2. The amount of the correction. And 3. The fact that comparative information have been restated or that it is impracticable to do so. So on the financial issue and the non-disclosure is what has been broken down. These are the things that GAFON did not do. And these are what the law requires. These are what the financial, the accounting, system requires. GAFON did not do those things. So let's come to the auditor's observation. During the audit, we observed that management reported the amount of US minus $2,973,250 as prior period adjustment in the statement of receipts and payment. However, we observe no evidence of disclosure of the nature of the error that relates to the prior period, the amount of correction, and the fact that comparative information has been restated or that it is impracticable to do so as required. You say the prior period basically will be 2023. You reported a negative 2,900,000 and some more thousand. But then in 2024, the auditors say what the law required, what the accounting system required, you did not indicate and provide all of the documentation. So, GAFON, how you want lie on the other people? How you want lie on the other people because they your whole government are lying government. So you want bad sentiment. Any small thing you're chunking to 2023, the auditor say we see nothing to prove your point that indeed this thing you're saying actually happened. The risks. The risk is that fair presentation and full disclosure of financial statement may be impaired. So the auditor say what they observe is that the people are not being true to fairly provide information and document. They were not fair. And if you're not fair, what you're doing, you're lying. So you lie on the other people to get away. And they hold you. They hold you. Say, nail hook the trouser. That what happened to Gafon. So in passing around from one radio station to the other. The non-disclosure of prior period adjustment may lead to misstatement of opening cash balance and subsequently the financial statement. The completeness and accuracy of the financial statement may not be assured. Therefore, the financial statement may be misstated. So there is a foundational error. And if you do not provide all of the legal documentation, what it will do, it will negatively inform the financial statement at the end of the day. That means the whole financial statement you're providing to all could be doctor, could be misleading. Misstated financial statement may facilitate fraudulent financial reporting and mislead the user of the financial statement. Fraudulent financial reporting. Honor Gafon Wash. Honor Gafon as finance minister. We are talking about these things.
The one into oh yeah,
that the one you had.
I want to read into that one.
Right? Management recommendation. Management should submit. So the recommendation from the auditor is that management should submit the journal voucher. Remember we've been talking about voucher, right? The journal voucher comprehensively detailing the accounting entries for the adjustment to opening cash balance. Provide a voucher. Give all the documents. And the voucher will tell you who made a request, what they made a request for, and what they wanted to do, the purpose of the money that they wanted, blah, blah, blah. So submit, the management should submit everything. Kafua submit it, you join ELBC. I submit document, then you join, you go to ELBC. Management should adjust the financial statement and disclose in the notes to the financial statement the nature of the error that relates to the prior period, the amount of correction, and the fact that comparative information has been restated or that it is impracticable to do so where applicable. The adjusted financial statement should be submitted to the Office of the Auditor General as part of the management response to the management letter. So when you respond, we're begging you, you must go collect the paper you send it to us, yeah? You must please, for all that your press conferences and press thing you're doing, the auditor says saying I'm waiting for your response. For all, you must go, you put Vavle Kamal, we know appear on Vavle Kamal show, you send it. This is nonsense. This is nonsense. Let's go to the next. So the accounting general's position. We acknowledge management accession and subsequent adjustment to the financial statement as requested. So technically, management did respond when the auditor general said that. So can we say management response? Gafon responding now to the claim. Say management acknowledges this observation and thought by disclosing this on the face of the financial and placing it under Note 2, cash and cash equivalents, was enough. Management will ensure that future disclosure of prior period adjustments are more detailed and a sub-sectional part of Note 2. Management disclosure of the prior period adjustment made and covered under Note 2 of the fiscal year 2024 financial statement, Note 2 cash and cash equivalent, page 12, indicate compliance to the RPSA standards and again will be more explicit. This is a disclosure issue which poses no material effect on the credibility and integrity of the numbers and cannot be a basic for any opinion.
Look at gosh.
The audacity,
The guy is wow.
The audacity. You violate an accounting principle, and they tell you that by violating that, right, it leads to fraudulent reporting. But then you come here, you say no, it does not. So who's setting the rules? Who is setting the rules?
Got find the Ministry of Finance.
Good. So the beginning cash for fiscal year 2024, which is reconciled closing balance for fiscal year 2023, was adjusted downward due to the change in fiscal year 2023 and fiscal year 2024 reporting period in accordance with section 34.2 of the amended and restated Public Financial Management Act of 2009. Difference in reporting periods between fiscal year 2023 January. Oh my God. Okay. The medicine play the thing, Jomo.
Yeah, but we can, because of time now, maybe we can stop there, and then big just couple of course.
Amen.
Show you how.
So yeah, let's stop there because the thing said, folks, gentlemen, will share with you, so you can take your own time. You go, you read.
Yeah, we're sharing the Freedom Money
Rise chat, and we'll put it there. So you go, you take your time, you read, and you know the magnitude of trouble we are in as a country. 0776 104 104 086 500 104. ALC, I'm trying to do the job, but they think just misbehaving.
So we told you the last time that we got the Freedom Money Rise chat room. So we share this there. If you are not there, you have to make effort to be there. And the code,
so you go your leisure time, take your time, you just go through that thing. And so if you're wondering why the finance minister can't sit down to your hall anymore, you can sit down in your office, you're passing around from one radio station talking to the other. The controller general is sitting somewhere. He's being played, right? That man you're getting as controller general is being played. The boys are milking the system. They will just raise check 200,000, 300,000 on the weekend. They go to collect, they bypass all the channels, they take it off, right? It is the GSC that can help expose these things. But let's take course.
So if you're not part of the Freedom Money Rise chat room, just hit me up on Messenger. I will try to add you. We'll share this, the full copy there, then you can read for yourself. Hello?
Yes, good morning. I'm James calling from Grove Street.
Go ahead, James.
Yeah, actually, am I on the air right now?
Yeah, currently you are.
Actually, when it comes to the level of corruption in this country, it would always be consistent. This country is they want to encourage people who steal the country resources and steal the country work, and they work with all the GSA, carry on audit, and they walk away free. We have seen it in several cases.
No, but our audit happening, so that audit report coming out. I think the danger is, I don't know, but something we need to revisit the law.
Yeah. So let's talk to,
because when the damage is done, the audit report comes.
Let's talk to somebody else. Morning. No, I can't hold you on like this. You're supposed to walk away from your radio even before calling. 077 6104 104 86 500 104. Okay, 0776 104 104 086 500 104. Are the numbers? We can pick just few calls. What is going on with Abu Fum? It's preventing him from doing 4. But we will send it. We send it over. We send it over to the next person to be able to do the draw. Let's see.
Yeah, we are sending the next. But they're coming just make the payment.
Yeah,
all of that is not. But let's take calls.
So okay, let's talk to this person. 0776 104 104. Morning. Morning.
Yeah, morning.
Good morning. Go ahead.
Yeah, kill about money.
Okay.
Go
Go ahead.
But now this time around the correction now, I think before correction was there, I think this short castle with t-shirt on the passing, but this time around correction is absolutely born naked. Passing around here, man. Can you imagine what here they kind of morning me at this time with the people here? What kind of problem have I said? You know something they said that I bet they believe it. They probably care on Congo. He said something the time he appeared on the show. I'm like, okay, he said something. I believe it. The next time when Baka invited him, when he went to President Baka had a discussion between the government system. And he told Baka something. He said, but if you want to be successful in the government, in your government, don't employ any old minister.
Yeah. Because the boy very any government, all of them, you go to that very GAC there, you go put record or something for them minute.
That man said that thing. I thought you were talking something different, but I thought you were talking. You see what we get into now today? Everywhere now that corruption. The old local country, the political here, the other one that happened at the whole university boom. All of them, they coming back there somewhere. Then you come to the former ministry again. Here, they can't continue that happening there. There's no problem there too.
Correction is walking broad naked on Broad Street.
Thank you. So, yeah. Okay, let's talk to this person. Morning.
Good morning.
This person left the line. So, for those of you still wanting to join the WhatsApp chat room, just send me a messenger message on my name, Hagar, Haggar, and Gondah. I will scrutinize everything and then add you to the chat room. Then we'll post the GACs we post so you can follow it for yourself. Hello. Wow, the line is like it's like we're having some issues. Hello. Good morning. You live.
Good morning.
Morning.
Yes, thank you for your work. God will protect people. God will protect you. I want to tell Gabba something. Let him bring back our money because it says 16 billion that business we are administration is demonstrated here. That red issue have been resolved. When we are so over, you gave something due to the red dealer, and red press was okay here. But when they said that red was a political commodity, when the election was coming, I had a rat again it. They said we are spoiling money.
We're talking about over $2 million. You won't miss that one red business. Let's forget about the red business. The money the poor got to bring the document also. The record show that there is no possibility for a document to just get lost because everybody get copies. So let them bring the document outside, or they put the labyrinth money back. All that thing government is doing is a waste of time. They're wasting the labyrinth time. Please put the people money back. Right? Put the labyrinth money back. Look, when you hear robo coming up, a lot of things coming out. I think government saying, a lot of things coming out. That whole ministry right now is in Juba. That whole ministry. Not small thing going on there.
Is it in Juba? Let's talk to this person. Good morning.
Yeah, again, I'm going to hit out. This is one of the power. I think also the other party to talk for the also I want to see the oil around to places where they don't know how to defend.
Yeah.
This man said on his government where he was caught in the situation where the budget shortfall went up on critical to citizen. This man said for government where $9.8 billion investment here today, when you're thinking there's nothing to bring a benefit for. So my brother, 2.1 million, 2.3 million, whatever million it is, I'm missing now. It's nothing to do that. You saw the guys solving the problem, they are going to the young journalists and media places and sharing our country money ruthlessly. There's the kind of system we advise our people in the swamp, in the water,
Now to trade the power for bringing back the rebel government, the rebel unity party back to power, and they refuse.
Okay.
So they all are paying the block. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you, Abu.
Thank you very much. And so, yes, folks. Thank you very much. This is, I mean, all the time we've got to be here. The report is very voluminous, about 85 pages. So yes, we are sharing them within the chat room for our fans. You can access it. Take your time, you read through it, and you'll see the volume of damage. But look, there are more still coming. It's not over yet. I think many people are even, I don't know, I'm not really convinced and sure that when all these, the volume and the weight of all of the damages when it come out, if it is in other countries, you say, oh, the people will rise up, they'll be uprising and all that. No, Liberians, will come and, So yeah, we'll talk about it. The people know that Liberians, but look, with some of what we're hearing at this government, they should be wondering. And I hear people talking about, oh, they're planning for 2029. How you end the one who said you ain't even focusing on that one? When they were coming, they said but here we gotta go, man.
And yes, of course, we will be here on tomorrow to continue with the Liberian people's job. So, like we said, for those of you who are not in the chat room, maybe you want to make use of the opportunity to find yourself as part of the family, you can just hit me up on Messenger. The name is HAGGAR space GONDH. Then I'm going to send you the link, and then yes, we'll scrutinize everything. Then after everything, we'll add, we'll put, because we don't want to post a document there now, and then we'll add people, because when we add you and I see all of the messages pass. So you do it, then we add you, then we post the document so you read for yourself and know where we are. Until we back here this on tomorrow, there is no good in saying goodbye. Let's keep the peace of Liberia. This country will not burn.
And this is how we like to leave you. But remember that we have to be firm in holding accountable those with the biggest responsibility to move this country forward. And Augustine P. Gaffon is one such person. Ask him the hard questions. Let him give account. 2.8 million is no joke. Tell us, Mr. Gaff, you've been cut pens down. Where is the Liberian people money? My name is Abu Regaos here. Until we see you tomorrow, bye-bye.